Alright, hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome back to Scrap Mechanics. So I'm gonna save our build from the last episode. So we've just got the axelomobile. I might paint it, I might not. But anyway, I guess since we've saved it, now we can start Frankenstein horroring this thing. So I'm gonna cut the whole thing off. I'm still committed to kind of messing with this idea. So it's an interesting car design. It doesn't require a suspension glitch, which is hugely useful as far as I'm concerned. But you know what? It has its flaws. Namely, it doesn't handle bumps particularly well. So we're gonna try and get some suspension on here. Let's see. Was it just this? You'd think I'd still remember my design. Or their design. Unfortunately, flipping things is always super confusing for me. We might have to lower the bottom a little bit. Or lower, raise. We'll have to do something with that. I'll work on that in a bit, though. Okay, so this still leaves us with 2 bearings. I think I should have done maybe slightly different things here. But that's okay. Let's see. We still have bearings on every angle. Yes, good. Okay. So yeah, the biggest issue with this design is pretty basic. It just needs some suspension. So what we're gonna do is 3. Okay, and then we're gonna come back. Grab this. Yeah, I'll mess around with my design a little bit. Okay. Haven't really messed around with suspensions much ever. They've always been kind of the purveyor of glitches for me, which has definitely always been a bit of a boon, considering everything. But also buggy. Oh, wait, crap. I'm doing this wrong, aren't I? Yep. That I am. There we go. So why am I doing it exactly like this? Style. But still. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna do these little double suspension things. The reason why I'm doing this, and I actually have no idea if this is gonna work. Huh. That's worrying. Okay, I'm gonna save this as wheel 2, just for the time being. There was a welding animation here when I welded these two together, which is never a good sign. Well, we'll find out. Oh, man. This is worrying. Oh, it's okay. Okay, so looks like everything's good. Whoa, that was bizarre stuff. This is going to twitch. Suspensions do very strange things. Yeah, I might almost have to have, if I want stuff to behave, as far as angles go, I might have to do some weird stuff. That is... Whenever these move, it's just mildly worrying. It also has the actually amusing tendency of firing me up into the air, which is good stuff. Yeah, if I'd been thinking, I would have actually slipped these off, but that's okay. Alright. So you're wrong. And you're wrong. You're wrong, and you're wrong. No. Okay. So you got this handled. Now, we do have a fairly high center of gravity, which is never something that I'm particularly keen on in this game. But right now, we're gonna live with it. I just want to mess with this design element and go from here. because I wanted to see what I could do. Okay. Let's see. Is the engine... Let's get a little bit more speed out of this. It's got suspensions. It can probably handle it. Got some kick, that's for certain. Whoa. Okay, that is some kick. Somebody I should almost consider putting like wheel guards on one of these. Kind of like the last one. Yeah, we skid. Yeah. I forget we don't have a suspension glitch here. So the moment we're off the ground, this whole thing gets really screwy. Okay, so I'm gonna reduce the resistance. Really. Oh god, maybe a bit too much. Okay, let's do 2 across the board. Because apparently 3 is too much resistance. And the other option is we actually nix one of the suspension glitches entirely. Or not suspension glitches, suspensions entirely. Huh. Alright. Yeah, this didn't work. The other problem is we were probably just running a really, really light car. Alright. Well, we got some heavy blocks that have opinions about light cars. Let's just switch them in. Probably just down along the center, that way it kind of stays even-ish. I have no idea. It still bucks pretty hard, though. High center of gravity, plus the addition of suspensions. Suspensions do weird things when in the air, which is not exactly appreciated. Wow. That was impressive, whatever the heck it was. Unfortunately, we don't quite have the rocking torque that we used to. They changed it so, like forward or backward torque is different now. Yeah, so it looks like throwing suspensions in here, not actually a means of throwing in the suspensions does not actually make much of... It doesn't help that much. Now, what we could do is I could actually lower the center of gravity on this thing, bring it in a little bit more. I don't know how much of a difference that would make, though. That's the problem. Like, I could fine-tune this until I'm blue in the face, but I think we've proven that the suspensions just make it weirder. And not in a good weird. Just a weird. I guess let's go back to our workstation. We did have a launch pad back where we were, but eh. Okay. So what next? So obviously, an 8-minute episode is kind of not kosher. Last time I did something that short, I did a double feature and you guys still yelled at me. Seriously. I don't know. I mean, not everybody. I'm sorry for lumping the good with the bad. It's just, it's easy to generalize when it comes to the comment section of YouTube. What if we made like a really ridiculous looking Flintstones mobile? There's no way this is gonna fly. Conventionally. Okay. So... Because we want is effectively just that. But repeated forever. Okay. So we want it there, we want it there. So like that? Probably? Doesn't really count for the opposite side, but that's okay. Alright. Yeah, sure. I'm just gonna use wheel 1. Because we've got the finished product, so there's no reason why I should be particularly conservative with these parts. So I'm just gonna make 1 billion of these. And then we're gonna figure out how to weld them together. This is not that hard. Oh, yeah. We need to go 1 further, didn't we? Yep, okay. Yeah, I forgot about this. The 2 wheels would collide. Not in a good way. That is doing weird things. Suspensions make things do weird things. Like, on one hand, I kind of want to figure out what to do with this. To, like, kind of maintain this. Because what it's doing is... Yeah, that's probably going to break really hard, real fast. I'm not against messing with it, but it's also one of those where I'm too brain dead to actually do anything particularly interesting apart from maybe make it worse. Which I guess has its own perks, but still. Okay, so let's just make one of these. I guess what I could always do is just dupe it. As is. Sure. Okay. This is gonna be really laggy. Probably. It's part of the reason why I wanted to do this right now. I wonder if I could have actually done this differently. Not easily. Unless I had a bunch of sections chained together weirdly with like a stabilizing mechanism. What I want is something that like goes over a hill completely seamlessly. But there's no easy way to do that. So instead I'm just gonna make this bizarro Flintstonian monstrosity. I mean, at this point it's gone well beyond Flintstonian and now it's just weird. But that's okay. Alright, so we wanna... I mean, effectively, let's just put this back in the lift. Okay, there we go. Alright. Executive decision. This is too much. Yeah, this never would have flown in multiplayer. I don't know exactly what the issue is, but yeah, we're gonna have to thin the herd a bit. Whatever's going on with this thing is destroying my frame rate. I think we just have too many suspensions. And like this is the lag with it still on the lift. Or maybe not actually. Might not be on a lift right now. No, it's that this is most definitely suspension. This is the lag with the lift. Alright, let's just go down this. It'll be easier to do everything once we clear the area. No, we don't want to do anything with that. It's technically not even still attached. Yeah, with every deletion, slightly less laggy. Oh, God. Still pretty freaking laggy, though. Okay. Well... I don't know if it's the density. I don't know what is going on with this. It just does not like anything to do with itself right now. Unless we have some kind of bizarre... Yeah, alright. Whatever it is, whatever's wrong with this, it is permanently screwed. Like, it's a bit better, but like... This should be fine, so that means something with the weld job went wrong. Alright, well, new world, I guess. Okay, so the Flintstonian monstrosity was not a success. Jeez, what do I do next? Yeah, the problem is I'm dead tired and my brain hurts, so it's one of those where it's just like, what's an idea? And the answer is, I don't know. This is why I like playing multiplayer. Well, it's not like I get much of a choice, though. Like, the sad part is, I mean, I'm not actually trying to bitch about this, but it's just one of those where Bird has been gone for, like, a month now. Not really. He's only been gone for, like, 2 weeks. 3 weeks-ish? But, like, that is enough to make a serious difference in content generation for me. Because I mean, I assume a lot of you guys have been following the series for quite a while. Like, he's been in practically every session. And now, you know, I've more or less had to fill, what, a week and a half worth of content? In 2 weeks? Without him or anybody else, and, ooh. Also, strangely, when I'm talking, I can actually hear... Okay. This is gonna sound weird. I can actually feel the vibrations of me talking through my chair and in my butt. I don't know. It's weird. I don't like it. Okay. So what do we want to do? Because obviously that idea didn't work. It might work, but like, oof. The all-terrain vehicle was not a success. Now, there's some weird crap that I could do for fun. What kind of weird crap could I do? We could do some kind of, like, weird floating tire system. A bicycle design. Yeah, the thing is, I want to make another spaceship, but I really don't want to make another spaceship because I've made spaceships recently. So I'm in this, like, thought fugue of just, I don't know. You know what? Okay, let's go back to that original idea, actually. I was gonna make a rocket bike. I'm not gonna make a rocket bike. I'm just gonna make a car. I'm gonna make this car look cool. Ramps and everything. Whole 9 yards. Make it big, too, I think. And let's do a racing seat. Maybe we'll do 2. 2 racing seats. That way we have kind of the prescribed width. And we're going to have this thing transform. Oh, you know what? No. Instead of the seat, I'm going to use this for the... that seems ill-advised. Here's a question. Does a seat count for a suspension? I have no idea. Alright. We're going to do a central seat, I think. But yeah, I want a cool-looking car that effectively the back unfolds in a cool way, and then immediately just starts, you know, you just go. That's what I want to make right now. This is probably going to take some doing. Okay, so we do that. We're going to want kind of like a beginning open area here. Let's use these tires because they look really cool. Like, no offense to Durf or MJM or so on and so forth, but, you know, you guys don't quite have the modeling chops to compare with, Axelot's, more professional brand of modeling. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna do something like that. I should probably have it on a suspension, maybe? I'll think about it. Unfortunately, we don't really have short suspensions, and also suspensions are kind of weird. About these things. Okay. So yeah, let's just block out a car for the time being, and then we'll make the trunk unfold. I might have to move the car seat back a bit. Just because this thing, by virtue of the fact that I'm using the big tires, this thing is going to be large. Well, whatever. Okay, see, I can fit these singleton ramps in. Yes? Yes. Awesome. Yeah, I probably should have just designed the front of this monstrosity first. And then figured out what I was going to do with the rest. Because, geesh, doesn't even look good. Okay, fine. We're gonna lower the tire. It's just, yeah, this is just too high. And it's just not gonna look good if I do that. I mean, the other option, if I really wanted to go weird with my design, is actually make a car that takes off and flies. I've considered that idea, but it's also kind of, oh shoot, we forgot to lower the tire, so I just made it harder on myself. Gotcha. Yeah, I've considered making a car that like actually turns into a flying vehicle. The main reason why I've never actually acted on that idea is, whoops. Oh, we got to get rid of the ramps first. Interesting. Didn't know that. Is any kind of flying vehicle is either going to require some kind of crazy stabilization system, which is kind of a no-go for me. Yeah, let's get rid of half of the wheel well, just so the tires stick out a bit. It looks a little bit nicer, and means we don't have to make as wide of a monstrosity here. Okay, but we'd have to have like a built-in full stability system, which is kind of no good. Like that would take some serious doing and some serious programming, and neither of those are things that I'm like really interested in. I'd rather spend my time making cool, fun, pretty things. Though I still would like to learn how to make the MJM gimbal car at some point. Somebody could actually send me like a very, very dumbed down version to get the hang of. I'd be down. I'd be down for figuring that out, because making sweet flyers would be really cool. Okay. So I'm just going to fill that in a little bit further. Kind of wish I had, Problem is, it's just so bulky. Like, I like the big tires, but still. Yeah, I kind of wish I still had one of John Bain's cars that he made with the slope blocks. He was dang good at them. Because, yeah, the problem is if I keep doing this... Yeah, okay, fine. Goodbye, slick-ass big tires. Hello, Durfy-ass small tires. So do we want 3x1s? I think it's 3x1s that are the old. Or do we want 5x2s? 5x2s are the regular size. Okay, what if we do 4x1? No. No, let's go with the regular tire, I guess, for the time being. Yeah, it looks okay. Yeah, it's just the big tires are too big. The wheel well was going to be a problem. And I mean, it already was a problem if it wasn't immediately obvious. Whereas this way we can actually get a nice design up in here. I can have a wheel well if I want to or not. Yeah, actually let's commit to the wheel well idea. And go from here. So singleton works. Singleton works. And this way I can have some kind of nice ramp system along the way for the front. Should also figure out some kind of sweet way of doing the doors, because obviously we have the ability to do so. Okay. Do that. Let's see. Yeah, my biggest problem is just looking at this. This looks really dumb. And I kind of hate it. So let's grab some ramps here. Let's have this pop out. All right, let's do 1x4s and 1x3s, I think. 1x4, 1x4, 1x3. All right, get rid of that. Oops. Okay, so we could do that. It gives us kind of this weird flaring effect. The only issue is, maybe if we did something more like this. We do like a 1, 2, 3 up. Except for, no, what we should actually do, we need a 1x8 in here. This way the suspension glitch has something to hold on to. Okay, there we go. It's not a perfect design. In fact, I'm not even sure if this is going to function yet, but that's okay. Okay, so we wanna this, we wanna that. Okay. It doesn't line up. Why doesn't it line up? What did I do wrong? Did the tires not line up, or did I... Oh, it's a 1x4 on the top? I accidentally put a... Oh, I put the 1x2 here. Let's go back. Let's put the 1x3 here for the time being. Okay. So we want to do 2. We want a little bit of room there. A little bit more room there. See. Yeah, still not quite sure what I want to do with this front part. I could have the... I mean, honestly... Yeah, okay, let's... do something like this. Or, no, hold on. We actually want to switch the order a bit. And drop that on its ass. Whatever. We don't need it. Okay, so we're going to get rid of this, which doesn't make anything fall good. Okay. So we want to have 2, 2. Forward, forward. Where are the headlights? We might as well put headlights on this thing. I need to remember to do that with some more of my builds, honestly. Because headlights, the new headlights are ultra sweet. And including them in builds is going to be very worthwhile. Okay, there we go. Okay, do we want to do the 1x4s? Right here. The main issue is just these, the blocks attaching to the headlights. Not so great. I mean, okay, so we could do the, we could do singles. Looks a little bit weird, but maybe that's just because we need something underneath it. Be great almost if I actually reversed it. Okay, let's try this. Let's bring this back a little bit further. Okay. Do that, and then we have 1x2s right here. Halfway tempting to actually move the whole headlight dealio up a little bit. I'm not sure. I'll think about it. Okay, there we go. And then lastly, that. Yeah, what I could almost do is have the headlights rotate back up into the thing somehow. But I don't know if that'd be a particularly wise idea. Okay, so let's do... that. That. And... do we do that? Because this looks kind of odd. Unless, of course, I do something... let's just keep doing weird things until we get an idea. Okay, so it looks a little odd. It's got a face, which is strange for a car. But that's okay. Alright, next thought. We need to bring this down. We need some here. Let's get some ramps up in this. Might as well have everything flare out as much as I can. Let's do a 1x2 here. Just so we have some space. Because, yeah, we're gonna want the backside to be about the same. We're just gonna want it to do stuff. Okay, is it it's a 1x4 here. If I recall. Yeah, it looks like it. And then what was the bottom? It looks like it was also a 1x4. Now we could do a 1x3 or a 1x2. Or I could do whatever. I don't know. I'm still not even sure how the rest of this is gonna go. Cause we need a windshield up in here. Let's build a windshield real quick. Though for the life of me, I really don't know how this is done. Okay, we got that. What about this? Huh. Well, that's a no-go. That's a go. Okay.